bringing everyone forward for sustainable and equitable development on the occasion of International Day of Women and Girls in Science, which is being held today on February 11, 2023. We don't have to engage in grand, heroic actions to participate in change. Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. And sustainable development, magical word. It is the masterful balance of meeting our own needs without jeopardizing future generations' ability to do the same. And equitable development, another magical word. Social equality is the basis of human happiness. We must bring all forward to strive for the progress of nation. And this is the motto of our today's international seminar. Science is not a boys' game. It is not a girls' game. It is everyone's game. It is about where we are and where we are going. Don't let anyone rob of your imagination, your creativity, your curiosity. It's your place in the world. It's your life. Go on and do all you can with it and make the life you want to live. Very rightly said by the UN Secretary General that we need to encourage and support girls and women to achieve their full potential as scientific researchers and innovators. So girls and women, be curious, be brave, and be fair to others. Then anything and everything is possible. With these positive and enthusiastic vibes, let's begin our today's international seminar celebrating International Day of Girls and Women in Science. Our today's international seminar is part of UNESCO's movement towards education for sustainable development, education for health and well-being, and global citizenship education. It is being organized by International Council for Education, Research, and Training. Now, let me brief you about ICRT. International Council for Education, Research, and Training is an autonomous, non-government, leading scientific and professional research and training organization with its offices located in Washington, D.C., California, Sydney, New Delhi, and other countries, with several educators, researchers, consultants, and students as its members. ICRT not only develops educational training programs, but also manages institutes and promotes research and training in education globally. This is an institution of learning and training facilitating education, research, and social welfare initiatives with the motto, knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity. We at ICRT are working with a mission to promote the advancement and application of scientific researches and knowledge to benefit the society. There will be two sessions in today's international seminar. The first will be on vibrant role of traditional medicine, and second will be on role of curriculum in women's equality and empowerment. Now, let me quickly tell you instructions for the participants. Webinar duration is 2 hours plus minus 15 minutes. Please follow the digital ethics and keep your mic off. Don't write unnecessary messages in the chat box. There is no attendance link as attendance will be automatically recorded. All the candidates who will attend 75% of time duration will get the certificate of participation. Attendance participation certificate will be issued in 10 to 15 days after the program. There will be 2 sessions in today's program. If you have any question from honorable resource person, you could raise your hand or request to unmute. At the end of session, we will unmute you, or you could write your questions in the chat box. Question answer session will be conducted towards the end of session. For forthcoming programs of ICRT, you can visit our official website. There is also a special announcement today. Gandhi Memorial National College, Ambala, Kent, India, is in collaboration with International Council for Education, Research and Training, organizing one-day international multidisciplinary conference on emerging trends and challenges in humanities, education, science, and social sciences on March 25, 2023 in Auditorium, Gandhi Memorial National College, Ambala, Kent, India, in blended mode. For conference registration and nomination of Chanakya Award 2023, link will be shared in the chat box. You can have more details at conferences ICRT. Also, another special announcement, Deber Tabor University, Ethiopia, and International Council for Education, Research and Training jointly are organizing a global convention on the occasion of UN International Women's Day on UN theme, Did It All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. This convention will be held online on March 8, 2023. There will be international facilitation on Global Women Icon Award 2023. Link for the convention registration and Global Women Icon Award 2023 nomination will also be shared in the chat box. For more details, you can visit at News and Advocacy ICRT. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Navneet Kaur ma'am, Executive Director, Education, ICRT, Principal, Shri Ram Universal School, Ludhiana, CBSE Officer and Master Trainer. Dr. Navneet Kaur is an educator and leader with experience of more than 22 years in the field of education and more than 10 years in school administration and leadership. She is PhD, Masters in Commerce, Masters in Education, and Higher Diploma in Software Engineering and B.Ed in Yoga. She is also executive member of Sarojini Naidu Institute Research of Malaysia. Participated in various workshops, seminars, conferences, FTPs, symposium, facilitated with several awards, and is also editorial board member of universities of 11 countries. She is a lady with the words of wisdom, the backbone of ICRT. Your exceptional dedication, the way you put your heart and soul in whatever you do, ma'am, is exemplary for all of us. I welcome our Executive Director, Education, ICRT, Dr. Navneet Kaur, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dilpreet, for such a kind words. And it was really a great start of special day. I congratulate everyone when we are celebrating International Day of Women and Girls, which is implemented by UNESCO and UN. On behalf of Team ICRT, I welcome every member who is present over here on the Zoom as well as on YouTube. Globally, we are participating and more than 45 countries, people are over here. Thank you so much. I welcome Dr. N. Lavanya, the resource person of today's program, and Dr. Sonia Sharma. You're most welcome over here. This is a beautiful initiative by ICRT, bringing everyone forward for sustainable and equitable development. It is 8th International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and the theme is IDEAS. That is, innovate, demonstrate, elevate, advance, and sustain. It relates to Sustainable Development Goals, including SDG 6, that is clean water and sanitation, SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, SDG 9, that is industry, innovation, and infrastructure, SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, SDG 17, that is means of implementation. ICERT aims to connect the international community to women and girls in science, strengthening the ties between science, policy, and society for strategies oriented towards the future. I appreciate UN, what they say, gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls will make a crucial contribution not only to economic development of the world, but to progress across all the goals and targets of the 2030 agenda for sustainable goals as well. So let us utilize this amazing platform provided by ICRT. We welcome both the resource person and thank you, Dilpreet. Let's start the webinar.
Thank you so much for your kind words, ma'am. Let me introduce our first keynote guest speaker of today, Dr. N. Lavanya. Dr. N. Lavanya is currently working as Head, Department of Business Administration, Sri Sarada College of Women, Tamil Nadu. She has completed her studies BBA, MBA, and MCom from Madurai Kamaraj University. She has done her PhD from Annamalai University. She has been the head of department since 2014 and has also held many other key administrative positions in college like Dean, Coordinator, Extension Activity Committee, Coordinator, Autonomous Cell, Member, Internal Controller of Examination Cell, ICSSR Co-Project Director, etc. She has also been research supervisor of BBA programs and has organized several workshops and seminars in her college. She is not only editorial board member and reviewer at various publication forums, but also member of academic bodies of universities and autonomous colleges. She has a lifetime membership in Indian Academic Researchers Association, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. She has also accredited more than 10 publications in peer-reviewed and UGC care-listed journals, authored one book, edited 3 research books, wrote 2 chapters in edited books, and completed 1 research project. Also has applied for 2 patents. With such a strong orientation in research, Dr. Lavanya has bagged several awards like Best Senior Faculty Award, Best Teacher Award, Kalam Dream Star Award, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Award, Mevadev Laurel Award. Adding another feather to her cap of achievements, she has delivered lectures and acted as resource person at international, national, university level conferences, seminars, workshops, orientation programs. Also, she has presented papers in more than 12 conferences and seminars at national and international level. She has also been vice principal in Satya Sai Bala Gurukulam Matriculation School, Palayamokottai, for more than 2 years. Her such rich academic experience and research achievements make us proud to welcome her in today's international seminar. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Due to my respiratory infection, I couldn't talk fluently. Sorry for that. Shall I share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I choose my topic is vibrant role of traditional medicine. Every country and every nations, we have to celebrate our own medicines because we, in our sustainable development, we want to give a more and more needed and cure medicines. When the first man evolved, he attempted to collect food for his survival and produced agricultural tools in order to cultivate it. Later, he developed medicines for a variety of diseases, as well as cuts, wounds caused during their work. At the time, they are not treated as using any medicines. They have to use their own natural foods alone. He rarely used medicines. People in Sangera and well-versed in medicine that can cure disease. They also know which medicines can cure which disease and which medicines cannot cure those diseases. The aim of medicine is to help the body heal itself. It encompasses disease, diagnosis, recovery, and prevention, as well as other facts of wellness. There were no advanced medicine in historic times. So each people group began to develop their own. Other countries like Chinese, North Indians, and South Indians begin to produce their own medicines. They are called as complementary or alternative medicines. Complementary medicine helps to cure with the use of plants, stimulation of body, channels, relaxation, and other techniques. Rather than empirical evidence, they are founded as conventional wisdom. In our India, we are called as Ayush, that is Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani. 3 medicine system practice in our India. Customer satisfaction refers to how happy consumers are with the goods and services offered by the company. It is the most important metric for determining the past customer satisfaction and loyalty. The levels are, we have to satisfy our customers. The same level, our patients are required to immediate recovery from the illness. India is the land of opportunities for medical device companies. Significant capital investment in advanced diagnostic facilities. The country has also the country has also become one of the leading destinations for high-end diagnostic service, catering to a larger percentage of the population. Indian medical services users have become the more conscious of the value of preserving their health. In our Tamil literature, they have to use Uchavan Tirpan, Marundulai Selvan என்று Appal Narkutre Marundu. That means patient and doctor, medicine and manufacturing. All the things should be cure the disease of each and every individuals. In modern culture, we use so many conventional medicines. It is the allopathic medicine, one of that. They use the drugs of surgery and cure immediately for our lifestyle measures. And South Indians all started to produce their own. That is called as complementary medicine, we already discussed. They are called as the traditional medicines. Herbal medicines are prepared from a single combination of more than one plant. In every plant, they have each component treated. Every animals are treated themselves, their own, not going for any other. If they have any troubles in their health, means they have to cure itself. They are not using the modern medicines. But in our nature, we want an immediate cure. That's why we are using the modern medicines. That is a single active component, have one target and a specific pathway. But in the traditional medicine, it is the oldest system of our medical system, which is flourished in South India. We said in Dravidian culture, Ayurveda and Siddha medicine is promoted by the Indian government. And they are treated the chronic diseases, the long-term diseases, they have to cure very eminently. So that's why our Indian government Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Naturopathy, Siddha, Homeopathy, they are included. They have formed a council for that. The Central Council of Indian Medicine, which oversees higher education in India medicines, including Siddha medicine, we established in 1971 under the Ayush. Everyone know, during the COVID time, every country using the complementary medicines. In our country, medical tourism market in India is rising at the annual rate of 18% and to hit the US dollar 19 billion by 2020. There is a tremendous opportunity to develop our healthcare facilities. Considering it is increasing percentage of GDP spending on healthcare. Excuse me. Our healthcare spending by the government rise to the 1.6% of GDP. It is 1.3% of FY, that is the final plan in 2016. The medical tourism market in India is rising at an annual rate of 18% and project in US as still 9 billion by 2020. There are the huge opportunities to develop our healthcare facilities. Considering the increasing percentage of GDP spending on healthcare, the healthcare spending.
I'm sorry, Dr. Lavanya, Dr. Lavanya, just excuse me, please. Your PPT is not moving. Kindly, please check that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Now it's there. Yes.
Yeah. So there are huge opportunities to develop healthcare facilities considering the percentage of GDP. And it is up to final year 16, it is maintained into the 4 trillion and 16 to 17% to increase every year. Our health investment to be increased by 2.5%. It is very helpful to our GDP. Our medical tourism market in India rising at an annual rate of 18%, and it is projected to hit US dollar 9 and by 2020. Healthcare spending, the government rose to 1.6%. Every 5 year, foreign investment inflows into the drugs and pharmaceutical sectors in totally 16.87 billion between the April 2002 September 2020. According to the data, we have the clear idea about our medical tourism industry. I think this is the patient expectation and then patient satisfaction, what they are really need. First point, they have to move on to the cost. Next, second one, provider efficiency and treatment, traditional belief, technology and infrastructure, personal care, side effect, cure rate, relationship, and then scientific validation. We all go for an allopathic medicine because of that scientific validation, and another one is technology infrastructure because they are proved one. But our complementary medicine, our traditional medicine is not patent because they are not patent. But in our home, we have the home remedial relief. If we are having, excuse me,
Dr. Lavanya, I'm going to add up something over here. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are in home, kindly put some ginger in your mouth. It will give you a soul effect, you know. We are talking about traditional medicine. Just put a piece of ginger, then you will be able to speak well. Please.
Okay, just wait, ma'am.
I must appreciate till ma'am comes over. Beautiful topic ma'am has taken up. We all are people, you know, who are dealing with a lot of problems, physical, mental, and the topic what ma'am is taking is really something which is going to benefit us for a long life. I just want to add that what ma'am was just adding up in the last, that there is a need for this information to allow clinicians, researchers, and policymakers to comprehensive monitor safety, efficacy, use, spending, and trends in healthcare. Ma'am was talking about patent. Traditional medicines are not patent, but still, when something is coming in the market, we need to understand the human value. Life is very, very important. So we need to take care of what we are giving to others. Ma'am, over to you. I think now it will be comfortable for you.
Yes, ma'am. Just before the session, I eat the petals and then pepper.
I understand.
Okay.
Continue, ma'am, please.
Thank you. So they are giving the personal care, but in complementary medicine, we are not affected by the side effect. That's why everyone is go to the allopathic medicine or some conventional medicines, right? Now we are taking some variable means. We taking these are the variable mediating variable. Provider efficiency. If we are having the provider efficiency, we are not going for the traditional medicine. They are treating us a good manner, but we are not liking them. We believe the traditional, but we are not go for a complementary medicine because we need immediate cure. That is the main problem. We are go for a traditional medicine. So, in my point of view, that is a managerial point of view, we have to give the importance to our traditional medicine. In Japan and so many countries, they are giving the more importance and to the wide applicability of the herbal drugs. They have to use the push past marketing to the traditional medicine or Siddha or Ayurveda, whatever it is. They have to give the push past marketing to the consumers. It is avoid the mistakes happen in the health aspects because we are treating the life of the people. We give more conscious to our people health. In traditional system of Siddha medicine, has become popular. Every country, they have to follow their mode of preparation and the plants used in the traditional medicine. They occur the heavy expenditure because they are mostly available in hill station. So the cost is very high. If our government giving them any tax exemption or any other things, it reveals our customer satisfaction. And if we are giving to the modern equipments and also maintain the cleanliness and neatness of the hospitals, means it giving to the next high level. So in my part of, I conclude to, we all are giving the importance to that, our traditional medicine. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think the highest ideal of cure is speedy, gentle, and enduring restoration of health by the most trustworthy and least harmful way. And that is, I think, ma'am, traditional medicine. So, ma'am, Dr. Lavanya has beautifully explained the model of customer satisfaction by discussing its various parameters in detail. Otherwise, the person who takes medicine has to recover twice, once from the disease and once from the medicine. But traditional medicine is, I think, the most natural healing force within each one of us. That is the greatest force of getting well. So it was a very wonderful and insightful session, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Dr. Navneet ma'am to thank our worthy resource person.
Thank you, Dilpreet. Dr. Lavanya, first, please accept our appreciation and congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are truly a hero. Being so sick, if any other person would be there, she would have said that I'm not able to speak. And this is online platform. We can only share our thoughts by PPT or by our speech. And irrespective of your sore throat and your problem, you have taken it so beautifully. So salute to you, ma'am, on this special International Day of Women and Girls. And you are a true example. I just want to add up what WHO said. Traditional medicine, as defined by WHO, is the sum total of knowledge, skills, and practices based on the theories, beliefs, and experiences indigenous to different culture that are used to maintain health as well as to prevent, diagnose, improve, or treat physical and mental illness. And we all global human beings on this earth. We may belong to India, we may belong to Nigeria, we may belong to Pakistan, we may belong to Hong Kong. But whenever any problem comes, and especially the females, they are doctors at home. They know little remedies, which we have learned from our parents, mothers, grandparents, and utilizing those, we can cure ourselves at primary level. You all will be agreeing with me on that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They are the physicians for their own children and grandchildren.
Yes.
I accept it.
Yes. And this is something very beautiful topic you have taken up. And definitely, I think this is going to enhance all our participants, and we are waiting for the question round with you. Take some warm water because there'll be a lot of questions for you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was wonderful hearing from you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let's invite the next resource person. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So I would now like to invite our second resource person, guest speaker of today, Dr. Sonia Sharma. Dr. Ms. Sonia Sharma is currently working as assistant professor, Lovely Professional University, Fagwada. She has completed her studies, BSc, BEd, MSc, MEd, Punjab University, Chandigarh, GNDU, Amritsar, Bhoj Open University, Madhya Pradesh, and PhD regular under ICSSR scholarship from Punjabi University, Patiala campus, and 2 years computer diploma in teacher training from ISO certified soft print setting standard in education and MA sociology. She started her career as a school teacher in Miri Piri Missionary School and later on joined an international school, GVI, Ludhiana, where she worked as senior science teacher. An international school. She is now a senior science teacher, coordinator, vice principal, and principal. During this period, she achieved Inspire Science Participation Certificate as a guide and instruction at a state level in Ludhiana, International Olympiad of English Language, Inspiring Award as a principal. To enhance academic level of students in English language by IOEL, gold medal as an active principal by Indira Gandhi Vigyan Sanshadhan Sanstha, Pune. She organized various events of co-curricular activities like Sahodaya Sports Meet, Diwali Mela, inter and intra-school competition. Along with this, She was also nominated for Bharat Vidya Shiromani Award Jan 2012 and for International Gold Star Award in Dubai September 2013. Later on, she joined RIMT University, Mandi Govindgarh as a lecturer in Department of Education, where she performed all the college duties as well as duties assigned by Punjabi University, Patiala as an external instructor and supervisor. For skills in teaching of science and for B.Ed and MA in education classes. After on, she joined Sri Ganesh College of Education as Assistant Professor Haryana. After that, she also joined DAV University Jalandhar as an assistant professor, where she framed course design syllabus for 4-year integrated BSc B.Ed course. She also organized 7 days FTP workshop as a core committee member, and she was also an active member in many committees. She has total more than 16 years experience in the field of academics and administration. Her areas of research are education, educational psychology, higher education, etc. She has feministic approach in her research. She has more than 74 publications in her account as research paper and book chapters published in Scopus and various ISBN books. ISS in national and international journals, peer-reviewed journals, UGC-approved journals, conferences, etc. She has attended more than many workshops sponsored by UGC, HRDC, ICSSR. She has attended more than 480 online, offline conferences, seminars, including international and national, with paper presentations and publications as well as a participant. Her article has been published in the newspaper of Nava Zamana Jalandhar. Presently, she is a guide of 4 PhD students, and 4 students have already completed their dissertation under her supervision. 3 dissertations are already published. She is a verified reviewer of many renowned Scopus WOS journals of SAGE, ERIC International Journal of Evaluation and Research in Education, African Educational Research Journal, Asian Journal of Education and Social Studies. She acts as a resource person and speaker in many colleges, universities, and NGOs. With such a vast academic and research experience and attention, we welcome you, ma'am. Ma'am will enlighten us on the topic of role of curriculum in women's equality and empowerment. We welcome you, ma'am. I think ma'am has not joined yet, ma'am. Okay, till the ma'am join, let's discuss something about women and girls in science. You cannot hope to build a better world without improving the individuals. We must believe in ourselves, or no one else will believe in us. We must match our aspirations with the competence, courage, and determination to succeed. To excel in science, especially, women need an environment that understands their specific needs, trusts them, and supports them. I believe that time today is just right for women scientists to flourish in India. All that is required for women is to be innovative and use their instinct, intellect, resourcefulness, and sense of commitment. So these are the parameters that can really define women scientists and make them the innovators for the future. Navneet ma'am, can we have open discussion till the ma'am joins?
Okay, we'll take this topic only. I think this is something very, very important, and you've started wonderfully. We'll take up women equality and empowerment. So this is an open house for this topic. Anybody wants to share their experience? Please raise your hands. There is some Abhay Pratap. Please kindly, you can keep your hand down because this is something I am going to take up now. So we are taking up women equality and empowerment. So first, I would like to know about your experience. We have with us Mamta Chawla. Great, ma'am. We will start with you. Please, ma'am, your experience. And please, when you start, do share about yourself, what are you doing, your experience, and then please share your experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Just 1 minute, Mamta ma'am. Dr. Jitender Pal Kumar Patel, if you can mute yourself. Thank you so much. Please, ma'am, all yours.
Very good evening to all the delegates, the organizing committee member, and ma'am. I'm really very thankful, and the topic is such very close to my heart. That is the reason. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Mamta Chawla. Presently, I'm working with Amity University as an associate professor, and I'll not like to market myself. Yes, the topic is very appropriate, women empowerment, because I believe, and it's not my personal belief, I have witnessed throughout my life, in case a woman is educated, that means the whole nation is educated.
Yes.
Whether she is working as a housewife, which she claimed that I am not working, I'm a housewife. Sorry, she is making home because she is taking care of the kids, and kids education means she is educating the nation. It's a complete cycle. In case woman is not educated, she'll not take care of the kids, she'll not take care of the hygiene, she'll not get to know that yes, this is total number of kids that she can handle. She can groom them up, she can make best citizen of the nation. So that is the reason, in case a woman is educated, she'll look after the girl and the boy child equally. She'll understand that both are going to constitute as national citizen of the country, and how they can contribute towards the nation building is nothing to do with gender. And that wisdom we need to give to our girls, that yes, you are no different from boys. I'm no different from my husband. We both are contributing towards the nation. We only need to be aware about our roles. If I'm an educator, a facilitator, or a mother, or a tutor, so I need to be true to my role. So when women get that feeling that I'm empowered, they'll be performing their role best. I'm sorry to say, some of the women only are exploiting the other women. That means they are not actually sure about themselves. There is some kind of fear in them that is holding them to be conservative, to be greedy, to kill the girl child, or not to educate the girl child or the family. I'm sorry, woman is the only reason. They need to realize they are empowered. No man can bring up the child alone in case woman is not supporting. Woman alone can take up the country to the city. I'm not talking about kids, sorry. Just see the position from finance minister to prime minister being held by women alone. Single women are there. They're handling both the things. There are a number of celebrities, not married, but single-handedly are handling their kids and their career very well. 2 to 3 kids together, triplets I'm talking about. So how a woman is miracle on this earth, who is given the power to create, to have pain, to give birth to a new creation. Only God has bestowed that power into a woman. That's it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Mamta ma'am. You have talked about gender equality. I totally agree with you. I want to add up what you have said. The 5 levels of equality in the women's empowerment framework, which are very, very important. I want to add up those over here. First is welfare. That is meaning improvement in socio-economic status, such as income, better nutrition. You have just added up. So this levels produces nothing to empower women. Then comes access. That is meaning increased access to resources. This is the first step in empowerment as women increase their access relative to men. Concisation, involving the recognition of structural forces that disadvantage and discriminate against women coupled with a collective aim to address these discriminations. And fourth is mobilization, implementing actions related to the concisation of women. And last but very important is the control, involving the level of excess reached and control of resources that have shifted as a result of collective claim making and action. So the model is explicitly political, linking women's inequality and poverty to structural operation. As such, in order to secure women's equality and empowerment, both materially and financially, women must be empowered. And I totally agreed with you, what you all said. Thank you so much. Dilpreet, check if ma'am has joined. Dilpreet, just check if ma'am has joined. Otherwise, I'll be taking the next question. Yeah, Mamta ma'am, you want to add up something, please say.
The only thing is we all are giving so many structure, 4I, 5Ps and all these things. If you have read Sustainable Development Goals, in this Sustainable Development Goals, gender equality to hygiene, to women empowerment, these all are complete words goals. That means 2030, we need to achieve all these goals.
Very true.
So as an educator, as a facilitator, as a human being, how in all my capacities, I need to give my 100%. If I'm telling you all these labor to the housemaid who is coming, she may not understand. So my request, I'm using this platform to really appeal to everyone. Please see all around. Look around, whether it's your student or it's the guard, the lady or the men. So just make them sensitive to respect the woman and make the woman also be respectful. That means behave in a certain manner. Sometimes they also are the reason for getting their exploitation. Sometimes they are keeping mum. So you just to wake them up. All these meetings are based in case we are not behaving in that desired manner. We are educators. We are talking, sitting on the Zoom meeting and everything. Please put into practice. This is my appeal. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
Much.
Thank you so much. I'll take next. I'll take next. Ma'am is there. Sonia ma'am is there. Dilpreet?
Ma'am has joined. Ma'am has joined.
Ma'am has joined. Okay, then sorry, we'll take the question answers round later. Ma'am is there, so we welcome ma'am. Yes, Dilpreet. Please immediately tell her to join. We have less time. Yeah, please.
Okay. So before that, I would like to reinforce our next program that at Gandhi Memorial National College, Ambala, Kent, India, in collaboration with ICERT, we are organizing one-day international multidisciplinary conference on emerging trends and challenges in humanities, education, science, and social sciences on March 25, 2023 in Auditorium Gandhi Memorial National College, Ambala, Kent. Its details and link will be shared in the chat box. Now, Dr. Sonia ma'am has joined, so I would like to reread the profile of ma'am. Dr. Ms. Sonia Sharma is currently working as Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University, Fagwara. She has completed her studies in BSc, B.Ed, MSc, M.Ed, Punjab University, Chandigarh, Bhoj Open University, Madhya Pradesh, and PhD under ICSSR scholarship from Punjabi University, Patiala campus, and 2 years computer diploma in teacher training from ISO certified soft print setting standard in education and MA sociology. She started her career as a school teacher in Miri Piri Missionary School and later on joined International School GVI Ludhiana, where she worked as senior science teacher, coordinator, vice principal, and principal. During this period, she achieved Inspire Science Participation Certificate at state level in Ludhiana, International Olympiad of English Language Inspiring Award as a principal to enhance the academic level of students in English language by IOEL. Gold medal as an active principal by Indira Gandhi Vigyan Sansodhan Sanstha, Pune. She organized various events of co-curricular activities like Sahodaya Sports Meet, Diwali Mela, inter and intra-school competitions, along with she was nominated for Bharat Vidya Shiromani Award and International Gold Star Award. Later on, she joined RIMT University Mandi Gobindgarh as a lecturer in Department of Education, where she performed all the college duties as well as duties assigned by Punjabi University Patiala as an external instructor and supervisor for the skill in teaching of science and for B.Ed and MA in education classes. After that, she joined Shri Ganesh College of Education and she also joined DAV University Chandigarh, DAV University Jalandhar as an assistant professor. She has total of more than 16 years of experience in the field of academic and administration. Her areas of research are education, educational psychology, higher education. She has a feministic approach in her research. She has more than 74 publications in her account as research papers and book chapters published in Scopus and various ISBN books, international journals, peer-reviewed journals, UGC-approved journals. She has also attended many online, offline conferences, seminars, including international and national, with paper presentations and publications as well. Her articles has been published in the newspaper of Nawa Zamana, Jalandhar. Presently, she is guide of 4 PhD students and 4 students have completed their dissertation under her supervision. She is a verified reviewer of many renowned Scopus WS journals of SAGE, ERIC International Journal of Evaluation, African Educational Research Journal, Asian Journal of Education and Social Studies. She also acts as a resource person, speaker in many colleges and universities. With such rich academic and research orientation and experience, we are proud to welcome in today's international seminar Dr. Sonia Sharma ma'am. She will enlighten us on the topic of role of curriculum in women's equality and empowerment. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. I hope so. I'm quite audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible, ma'am? Okay. Thank you so
Yes,
much, ma'am,
ma'am.
for briefing my profile. And I'm really feeling my self very privileged that I'm the part of this program that is really working under the UN and the UNESCO for the women equality as well as for the upliftment of or empowerment of the women. So before going to start, I want to revise the things that if we would see the position or the status of women right now, then the status of the women few years back, then there is a drastic changes in that one. So if we will conclude that which factors are responsible for bringing changes in the status and the designations and the positions of the women, then definitely credit goes to education. Credit goes to awareness. So today, my topic is that let's see what is the role of curriculum for equality and to empower the women. Because education is playing a very significant role. If we talk about different policies, if we talk about different commissions, so everyone is stating something very significantly to uplift the status of women. So today I would like to share few of my observations as well as we will together share some of your views also that how can we bring certain kind of changes in the curriculum by which we can bring equality in the classes and as well as we may empower our women education. So I would like to take permission from you, ma'am. May I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Okay, so I hope so that my screen is quite visible to everyone. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much for your response. Okay, so as already I have informed that what is my topic. My topic is that we are going to discuss the role of curriculum. And if we talk about that various, already policies, commissions, they have stated so many things regarding the women for the security, for the safety of women education. So let us first of all just have a glance on the national policy of education. So yes, so this is a national policy for the empowerment of women 2001. So that policy was stating out all forms of violence against the women. The violence is not in the form of physical terms only. It may be in the terms of mental also. It may be in the terms of emotional, spiritual, domestic, societal level. So that policy has highlighted to empower the women against any kind of violence. So that was a policy which was framed in the 2020 2001. And if we talk about the national education policy of 1986, and before that, after independence, whatever commissions or policies were being framed, so we can see that they have also given very equal importance to women education, or to empower the women, or to give equality to them. But that was in the papers only. So it was not getting its fruits in a true sense. But as far as now scenario is changing, so we can see that now the position of the woman is changing a lot. But still, it is not equally in all the parts of the country, or we can see that even globally also. Still, many you know in women of many parts, even they are struggling. So there is need to provide the awareness. There is need to teach our youngsters, our learners, through the curriculum, so that they also open their mind. They also come to know the problems and the importance of women in their life. Let's take an example of a role of a mother in the family. So if the mother is not feeling well in the family, who is taking care of all the family members from the early morning to the till late, so let's see, whole the family things are disturbed. So similarly, we should realize the importance of women or the girl in the family, being as a mother, sister, wife, or in the class as a classmate, or in the society as an important part. So there is need that through the curriculum only we can, provide the informations among the masses to bring equality in the real terms, not in the papers only. So if we talk about National Education Policy 2020, with the women perspectives, they have given a very significant and important place with respect to the safety and the security. National education policy is saying that there is need to remove any kind of gender stereotype from the classroom, from the curriculums, and give equality with all the terms. And according to that, there is need to provide the equal treatment to all the genders. And even we can see that right now transgenders, they are also getting recognition, and even society is accepting them. Recently, one of transgender, they got married in the Kerala. So many of the family members or relatives, they attended their marriage. It means that something changes are coming up. So there is need to be cope up with those changes. There is need to learn something from those changes, and definitely its credits goes to our education system, and the place of, and especially above that, is our constitution. As India is a democratic country, and India's democracy is the best democracy among the world. We can see that there everyone is getting freedom, and it's a very democratic country which is looking after each and every aspect, which may directly or indirectly influencing the person's life. So if we talk about, according to that policy 2020, there that is also mentioned over there that we have to just go through the Child Marriage Act, also protection of the children from any kind of sexual offenses, and to make the child sensitive, gender sensitization, that bring the inclusive educations in the classroom. So these are the some important points with respect to women. So the curriculum which we are designing, that should be without any gender biasness. So we have to work on that. So even in the coming slides, we will discuss that. I have brought some of the pictures uh, which I have collected through the different papers, the different reports, where you will just come to know that how our curriculum is, or our textbooks are really gender biased. But right now, when some papers publication were done in the same field, after that even NCRT have also, changed some some gender. They try to remove some gender biasness from the textbook. So we will also see some of its pictures in the coming slides. Let's see, we all are talking about UN and UNESCO's women, girls education empowerment and equality. So I think we should also have a look on the Global Education Monitoring Report of the UNESCO. So they have also shared a kind of data that how do different countries, from different countries to country, that what kind of percentage they are showing or what kind of importance they are giving in the curriculum with respect to females only. So I would like to share that one also. Before that, you can just see, according to UNESCO, that there is need to ensure safe and sporting learning environment. For that, there is need to work on the schools training teachers, because teachers impart the curriculum in a enriched way, okay, so that students, they can get some kind of information. So methods, approaches, strategies play a very important role. Let's say uh, you know the same content we are going to through the books or textbook, but the way how teacher delivers that content by taking examples from the real life, it impacts a lot in the mind of the learner. And that is the true duty of the teacher, to deliver the content by keeping the importance of both the gender in the mind, where women get respect, they get the identification, and meanwhile, the male students, they also develop a positive response, respect, and identification. They give identification to the female girl students. This is the way that how do a teacher will teach the things by keeping the equality in the mind. So that picture is representing the same things, that gender sensitive teacher program should be introduced, sanitation facilities should be there. There is need for the regular revision of policies, because as you know that nothing is static in the nature, so everything is changing. So we want revision accordingly, time to time, in order to get the benefits from many framed personality. If we talk about that gender equality in education, for that we need a kind of unbiased curricula as well as the textbook. So there are a number of points which comes under that, but I would like to just highlight the importance of textbook, because whatever things are in the curriculum, textbooks are the source to provide that information. So I think that textbook should be framed in such way so that it doesn't denote any kind of biasness in the content. So it's a really need to work in a sincere manner so that we can give a very true and transparent picture in front of our learner. Let's recall our childhood books. So we have also always seen that mother is in the kitchen. If we want to see a teacher, then teacher will be the female only in the pictures. Even right now, these things are very common in the some of the books, in the some state books, but some states, they are becoming active and they are trying to replace the thing. So father will be always doctor, a policeman will always be doctor. So when we are having this type of pictures, or we are giving this type of examples to the teaching to other learners, so somewhere we are inculcating masculine characters, gender based characters among the mind of the thing. The children, they feel so that this dress code is only for the male, this occupation is only for the male, these skills are meant only for the male. We should not do like this. So there is need to work on these parameters. Educators, teachers, policymakers, they should come forward, especially educators. They should frame curriculum with such type of examples. I have brought some of the examples also in the coming slides, so that we can present some of the example in front of the learner or the teachers, and then we ask the learners that, let's see, you want to teach this thing to your further students, so how will you teach the same things, keeping in your mind equality as well as the empowerment of women? Definitely they will critically or analytically think, and there will be more and more examples in front of us. Brainstorming sessions should be done in the classrooms so that the things which we want, we get that things from the learners, because ultimately our learners are our future. So we should give them such type of situation where we are not directly spoon feeding them. Ask them to share some of your examples, that if you will be given in this situation a chance to teach something, that how will you teach, which example you will give. So we were talking about the report of UNESCO. So UNESCO itself has highlighted that, let's see, in case of uh, over the 50 years, no doubt some changes are there. Some rights are in favor of women also, but still women accounted only 37% of images in the primary and the secondary school textbook in Islamic Republic. This is a report, this is the data collected by the UNESCO. And if we talk about in the Iran, 2006-7, so only there were 25% of images which were related with the female. So now you can see that proportion is less than 50%. Similarly, in the Sweden to Syrian Republic, so very stereotypical manners they are representing the women in their textbook, in their curriculum, which is question to just in this 21st century, when we are talking about equality, still women are getting very less place in the curricula. So there is need to work on that, and there is need to frame certain good type of strategies to frame such type of curriculum to give the equal weightage to both genders. So even the government and civil society, they may also come forward to remove the textbook biasness. And if we talk about UNO Human Rights Council 2017, according to them, there is need to revise the curricula, textbook, programs, teaching methods to ensure the any kind of that we cannot, and to ensure that our curricula will not be based on any kind of gender biasness. So now let's see some of the examples which clearly depicts that definitely something is missing in our textbook. So I have brought some of the pictures from the West Bengal board of the primary education. So you can see in the picture number 1, 2 only male students are active. So you can see that this book is totally gender biased. So why only 2 boys are there? Why not 1 girl is there? And in second case, you can see a male is writing something on the board. So it's mean that it picks that male as a teacher. So why female is absent over here? So in case to keep them equal, we have to provide, we always have to keep both the genders at the same position, because both can do the same work. Both are at the same position. So now let's see in the second case. You can see that boys, they are playing football, and all other 3 boys. It's somewhere giving the bad message to the learner that only boys can play football, or boys can go outside to play football. And in the second case, you can see that male is a buyer as well as a seller. So somewhere that male is going outside to buy the things. So when this type of pictures, a child, especially a male child or boy, is looking in the curriculum, a kind of superiority that I am a male, because even in the textbook, every picture is based on the boy. It comes in the mind. So we have to just work on that. How can we just minimize this thing, that how can we ask the boy that female are also the important part? So these things must be removed from the curriculum. Equality should be given over there. And now in the next picture, you can see female is cooking. So why always females are in the kitchen? Okay, so why they are not outside? So these are the things which give somewhere gender biasness informations to our youth. This is all where you can even see, and later on some analysis was given by the Bhasha part under that unit 1. Through that data, you can just see here, in the unit 1, you can see 9 pictures are for male and only 4 pictures are for females. Then total out of total 14 pictures. Similarly, you can see in the second one is there 11 and 6 pictures only of female. Now let's see if you can see the percentage of the male pictures or the percentage of the female pictures. Then you will see that it's a very low. So there is need that because I think so that this is the duty of the educator, especially just take some of the books from the secondary or the primaries, just thoroughly watch it, work on that, try to find out those things which really show somewhere that biasness is there, gender biasness is there. So there is need to be worked. Already I have informed that jobs like, because our curricula has mentioned, our books, our textbooks, they have mentioned that these jobs are meant only for the male characters and these are only for the female characters. So that is why sometimes, let's see, uh, boys, they feel shy to join B.Ed programs because they want that. Even I'm teaching in a B.Ed department. So once my student was discussing with me, ma'am, whenever I go for any interview, so they prefer for the female. So I'm not getting a good job somewhere. So this is here again, the system is responsible for the same. So we should give the equal importance to male and female. No doubt mother teacher may be female, but in case that if a male is facing this problem, sharing this problem that he is not getting job because he's a male, especially in the field of education, again, this is the kind of the challenge. So no doubt we are giving good importance and equality to the female, but in meantime, male should also join teaching as a profession. For that we have to accept them also, and they have to prove that they are also dedicated as females are there. So there is need to change the mindset of the society to accept those professions which we were watching from the since many years ago, that particular gender is responsible for that particular occupation. So it will take some time, but definitely uh, if we will work on that, if society is accepting, the changes will be in front of us. Similarly, there is a one, you can see this English textbook of standard fifth. So an activity is given over there where they have given this statement that you have to identify the occupation from the picture and you have to provide the names in the text. And this picture is totally stereotyped, where you can see a girl with painting only, and rest all the work is male dominating. So if a child is getting this type of exercises to evaluate, then definitely uh, there is something, wrong information, incomplete information we are passing to our learners. So there is need to work on that. Similarly, you can see in the next, this picture is very clearly depicting a girl is trying to just uh, pluck the fruits, and boy is on the tree. So why girls cannot climb on the tree? And girls, they are standing under the tree and they are just giving some kind of appreciations or clapping for the boys, those who are on the tree. Boys are swimming and girls is sitting at the edge of the river, or we can say a pond. So these are the things which really shows that these are the things only male can do. So we are not giving equality to our curriculum through these pictures. We are passing the wrong informations. And why always you can see that mother or girl is in the sari or the skirt or the suit and boy is in the jeans. So even we are showing some kind of gender biasness on the basis of the dress code. Similarly, occupation, you can see a female is sitting in the second and she is just telling the fairy tales, or in other occupations all male are doing the work. So these are somewhere depicting that equality is not there at any point. there is need to work to look all these things. So similarly, in case of household work also, utensils cleaning, watering means taking water from the, and father is reading newspaper and mother is looking after all the things, washing the clothes. So cleaning the utensils, all the things. So meanwhile, I would just like to ask that you can see for working towards gender equality in the classroom, which strategies is correct? So four options are there. You can unmute yourself or you can just write down your answer in the chat box. According to you, just to know that you are actively, here, you are listening me, you are watching me, this PPT. I would like to say that which is the right answer according to you. You can unmute yourself. You can see the answers, correct answer, or you may write down your, yes.
I think A for me is fine. A is the correct answer. Thanks.
Yeah, very nice. Very true.
Yes,
A is the right
ma'am.
answer. Yes.
Ma'am, inclusive language is correct answer.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
is correct answer.
For me, A is the right answer, madam.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Those who are
Inclusive language is the correct answer.
Inclusive language.
okay. Okay. Good. Yes. So thank you so much. I'm really happy that you are very active, alert, and you have given the right answer. Yes. So inclusive education is the best education. A is the right answer. To bring the gender equality in the classroom. Very good. Now let's see. This is a very good exercises, and even I will again take your point of view after showing you 2 or 3 examples. Later on, I will give you some reflection type activity where I would like to know your point of view. So we are talking about role of curriculum to bring equality and empowerment. Let's see. We have to teach mathematics. Okay, then how can we teach them to bring equality as well as the to empower? Now let's see in the first, let's see you are going to teach ratio, percentage, or any other applications related to mathematics. So problem is there. Please listen me carefully. That Parvati and her husband work in a construction of a building and earn rupees 50 each day, and they save rupees 36 a day. This is an example. So what activity you are showing in front of that? Equality in wages. Here is not mentioned that Parvati is getting 30 rupees or her husband is getting 50 rupees. No, equality in the wages. So by this means, if you are teaching your learners, they will come to know that male and female, they are getting the equal wages. This was one of the examples. Now in the second examples, if you want to teach them ratio, okay, let's see. Problem is there. You have to design the problem in a such a way. In an engineering college, the ratio of the male and female is 4:5. So now here we are providing them 2 type of equality. One is that almost equal participation, and second is stream. Engineering college is not meant only for male. Females are also joining the engineering college. So we have to work on these type of examples so that the learners, they can get recognitions, both the genders get the identification. Now another example, Rama runs grocery shop. So grocery shop in the previous, if you can recall the previous slide where male was selling the, vegetables and male was buyer the vegetables. So here female is outside, she is working. That can be shown through the example. And similarly, computer engineers, only males are not the computer engineers. Female is a computer engineer. So when we will give such type of examples, we will present such type of examples in front of our learners, definitely there will be mindset. And when there is a mindset, definitely there, something changes, something good changes we can see in the society. Then this is example is for you. You have to think, pair, or share. Let's see. You have to teach mathematics, and you have to frame any statement. No work is gender based. Means what kind of example? Let's see. You want to teach addition or subtraction or ratios, okay, to your learners, and you have to frame a statement for that. It will be up to you that you want to teach them addition, subtraction, or ratios, or division also. But your statement should not based on any biasness, gender biasness, means equal work importance you have given. So I would like to ask that who will frame this statement. If some of are from the mathematics background, so they are most welcome. They can choose. Let's see, we have done like these examples. I can keep my these examples in front of you. The thing is that it should not be based on any kind of gender. Means no work is gender based, not specific. Let's see, doctor. Let's take an example of doctor. Male is not always doctor. So means you have to give importance, equality in the work. You can think about that. You have been given 20 seconds for the same. Then you can unmute. Yes, 3 of the participants have 4 participants. Please, you can speak out one by one. Let me just see. Okay, Bharti. Bharti, you can unmute yourself and you can speak out. If you can listen me, Bharti. Okay, maybe Bharti is not here, so we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
proceed. Yes, yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, please speak out. Am I quite audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Avinash, Bharti, would you like to frame example? Okay, then we can move to next one. Mohammed, yes, Mohammed, you can unmute yourself. If you can hear me, you can unmute yourself. Okay, I'm just taking the name of the persons or the participants, those who have raised their hands only. 6 of you have raised your hand, so that's why I'm taking your name. So rest voluntary, you can come forward. You can unmute yourself and you can speak out. No problem.
For example, Lena runs an aeroplane. Suppose she runs about 15 kilometers in 1 hour. How many kilometers will she run in like 5 hours?
Very good. Clap for you. Very good examples. Yes. And somewhere, Reena is, ma'am has just taken the Reena into the space or in the air, in the aeroplane. It's a very good
Yes.
examples. Yes.
Yeah.
From
It
the
is not only the
classroom.
girls who are
Yes.
running aeroplanes, like not
Yes.
only the boys, sorry.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
only boys are running, it's the girls also who are just flying the aeroplanes.
Very true. Very good, Dr. Selja. Yes, you have given very excellent example. Girls are not framed to teach only in the classroom. So they can,
Yes.
in the at the seat of the pilot also. Very good. So good examples. So similarly, we have to give such type of examples. We have to frame such type of statements in front of our learners. Even then, they will also develop the same mindset when they will become teacher also. They will become in any profession, so they will also keep the examples, they will keep both the genders in their mind while asking any kind of the question. So thank you so much. Now this was an example of mathematics. Let's see, you are a science teacher, and let's see what things you have to keep in your mind when you are teaching your learners. So the thing is that in sciences we are reading about physiology, biological differences. We are talking about diet. We are talking about health issues. We talk about reproduction issues. So how to deal with these things? Let's see, you are teaching chapter food to your learners. So we all know that a mother, a wife, a sister, okay, she serves everyone with love and care without keeping the quantity in the mind. If someone is demanding again food, she offers. without keeping this thing in her mind that she is having some food left for her or not. So she is not somewhere taking care for her diet. So there is need to make every child of the family to realize that if food, how much food is important for the female also. If she is going to skip her diet, so this is not good for her health. So if every person of the family, let's see, we are teaching in the class this thing. Okay, definitely the child when reach at the home and ask the mother after dinner, Mom, do you have something with you? You are also having your food with you, because we are teaching the same thing by teaching, by taking some
Very
example
sorry
from
to
the
interrupt
real
you,
life.
ma'am. Very
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. We are thoroughly enjoying your session, but due to shortage of time, many participants are waiting for their question session. So
Okay.
can you conclude, please?
Okay. So this is the food chapters. Okay. So similarly, simple machines, if we talk about that, the scissors and the tongues or all these things. So these things are simple machines. If you want to teach both genders, they are choosing this. And we talk about voices or vibrating bodies. Let's see, pitch is not the sign of the impurity and the superiority, because low pitch or high pitch, we enjoy the songs of male as well as the female. Similarly, if you want to teach the light and optical instrument also, then it's mean that proper lighting is required. If someone's mother is a tailoring or doing some needle work, then child will come to know that we have to provide them proper light, because it may harm their eyes also. So similarly, biological differences are there. So because of the shortage of time, so I will skip this thing, but you can keep this in your mind that let's say you have been given a chance to teach the agriculture practices, then what kind of a statement you will frame. Then in case of civics also, similarly in the English also, instead of using male or female, we can use human beings, persons, and we have to give equal respect. Teacher should give them some imagination, stories to imagine it and just write down. Okay, then how to spell correctively. Textbooks, so they are main, playing very significant role. So that should not be based on any kind of biasness. So let's see, there should be some ways. Mother is reading the newspaper, girls is playing football, father is making tea in the kitchen. So there are some kind of the changes we have to bring some. Okay, let's suggest some of the ways you will follow. Let's see, if you will be given to design some curriculum. Okay, so which ways you will use to present your content. So with that, I would like to stop sharing. Is it okay, ma'am? So I have just finished the thing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Really sorry to interrupt you. It was a very beautiful, insightful, informative, engaging, and mesmerizing session. You explained the reality of our society so beautifully, ma'am, with facts and figures. The little examples and anecdotes that you included in your presentation to reinforce the gender inequality was very enticing, ma'am. Completely agree with you, ma'am, that there is biasness, and that biasness is being taught from the very formative years to the children, and those misleading teachings need to be stopped. That will develop a stronger urge in the girls to strive and excel, and we today are focusing on that urge, that empowerment, that gender equality that can make girls and women transform the face of the world. So you beautifully explained that fact, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Thank you so
contributing.
much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now I would
Now,
like to invite, yes, ma'am.
it was a great session, Dr. Sonia.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I must say the emerging woman will be strong-minded, strong-hearted, strong-souled, and strong-bodied. Strength and beauty must go together, and you are true example of that.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks.
Really, the examples you gave, it was beautifully how our curriculum should be made. We must take up all the points. And now we are going to have question rounds for both the resource person. I'll request, can I start the question round, Dilpreet? Because
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
already 7. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I'll request all the participants, you know both the topics. So wherever you have the problem, where you want more clarity, your resource persons are there with you. We have wonderful, both the resource persons, they are here. Kindly raise your hand. I'll be taking one by one. And please do mention the resource person you want to ask that question. I'll start with Dr. Ajay Krishnan. Dr. Ajay Krishnan, you can unmute yourself and take your question. Thank you. Dr. Ajay Krishnan is not there, so I'm going to the next person, that is Umar Saidi Muhammad. Umar Saidi, you can unmute yourself and please ask your question. Umar Saidi is not there. Okay, I'll go to the next participant. Abdul Rahim. Please unmute yourself. I can see you on the screen. Greetings. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Your question.
Okay. My question goes to the Dr. N. Lavanya.
Okay.
Okay, how do we solve the problem of those of traditional medicine? I'm talking about, when I say those, I'm talking about DOSE. That is to measure traditional medicine, because all the medicine, we have a measure on how to use it, but traditional medicine, mostly, we don't have a dose. We don't know how to actually measure it. So that's my question.
Good evening, sir. In our traditional medicine, we have to follow our ancient times, we have to follow some dosage measures. Okay, in our family members are giving in some limited, but if you have to take in so much amount, it is not affect our health. Suppose you have to take the ginger garlic, ginger decoctions, it is very useful. Ma'am already said, for your half, you have to take the piece of ginger. It is definitely, it gives a cure to me. So using our herbal medicines or in your home remedies, you have to use that and you have to recover from that. That is one of the main reason to use the traditional medicine. There is no dosage affect our health. This is a very big advantage of the traditional medicine. Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Lavanya, I want to add something over here, because it is traditional. It is not allopathic.
Yes. We are not add any chemical or any automatic, or it is an evaluated medicines.
So what we can do, like any problem is there, like ma'am had a sore throat. So if I'm taking the medicine with a gap, let's say I've taken a kada, we call it a soup, traditional soup if I've taken morning, afternoon, evening, and I'm finding the change in me and I'm finding it is positive for me, I can continue for next 2 days also. Now, this is again instinct. This is again your own instinct, how much dose you have to take. This is what I believe. We all are very smart. We all are doctors also at home. So we need to understand we should start with little dosage. And if it is giving a benefit, definitely we can add up to that. Thank you so much.
One thing more, ma'am, Navneet ma'am, I would like to add that it is not having any side effect. The thing is that if you will not get the benefit, let's see, even you will not get any kind of the side effect.
Yes, definitely, Sonia ma'am.
Because this is the synthetic medicine, we are definitely have the side effect, but is not cure immediately. That is the main problem in that traditional medicine or our conventional medicines.
Ma'am, I'll add one more thing over here. It all goes in a brain, you know, traditional medicine or allopathic medicine, I'll take both. If your brain is accepting it, you're going to get great recovery.
It is our belief.
Yes. I want to add up that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdul Rahim, for a wonderful question. I'll go to Mohammed Zibrin. Mohammed Zibrin, if you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Mohammed Zibrin. Okay, I'll go to Dr. Sheila. Dr. Shehla Nasser. Dr. Shehla Nasser, because so many hands are raised, if you'll unmute, otherwise I'll quickly move to the next. Okay, Umar Saidi. I'll go to, Umar Saidi is connecting. Yes, sir, please, your question. Umar Saidi, you need to unmute yourself if you have to ask a question. Okay, we'll go to next. Al-Haji Bura Mustafa. Al-Haji Bura Mustafa, please unmute yourself. I'll request everyone, if you have to ask a question, then only raise your hand, please. Otherwise, I can go to the next participant. Al-Haji Bura Mustafa, do you have any question? Okay, we'll go to Pooja Sanket. Pooja Sanket. I hope Team ICRT people are able to unmute themselves because so many hands are raised, but they are not coming up with the question. Pooja Sanket. Yeah, please, ma'am, your question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm a PhD scholar.
Okay.
Ma'am, my question is for Sonia Sharma, ma'am. How can we measure the women that they are empowered? And what are the parameters of the women empowerment?
Okay. Yes, Pooja. To measure that women are empowered, so there are different factors. Let's see. First of all, factors is we can notice from our home. If your family members are giving you, asking for your, taking you in a decision making. Okay, you have right to speak out. You have right to just give suggestions, or you can take some decisions also. So the first thing is that you are empowered from your home. So first of all, if and your family is giving you a right to fly in the sky, if you want to study after, let's see, if a woman is married and after marriage she wants to continue her study, and her family members, they are asking her, you can join any of the course. Okay, if you want to work, so it's mean that you are getting some empowerment from your home. And definitely, if we are getting some empowerment from our home, definitely we are coming outside, we are working outside, we are getting social recognitions, we are getting economic recognition, psychologically we are able to understand the things. So these are the things when we are getting some kind of empowerment in the different streams.
Yes, ma'am. Very
Wonderful. Wonderful lesson. Yeah, please, Pooja ma'am, Adam.
Ma'am, one thing I would like to contribute, that women, we are facing so many problems, but if women take a decision without having husband, without having father, or without having any male person, that means I think woman has
empowered. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Pooja ma'am, I totally agree with you. Each time a woman stands up for herself, without knowing it possibly, without claiming it, she stands up for all women. So that is women empowerment.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll go to Dr. Jyoti Sidana. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Dr. Jyoti Sidana.
Hello, good evening to all.
Good evening, ma'am.
Now, my question is related to Sonia ma'am. Sonia ma'am, I would like to know what is the difference. It is necessary to distinguish difference between formal curriculum in the subjects and hidden curriculum also, because Marxist ideology argues that the hidden curriculum helps to reproduce an exploitative, unequal, unjust class structure in a society, which must be overthrown by the revolutionary means. Do you agree this?
Definitely, there are so many things which cannot be achieved through the formal education. So something is hidden over there. So when something is hidden over there, and somewhere again, there is a something weakness in our curriculum, that we are not able to recognize that hidden parameters. So if through the formal educations we are able to work on the hidden, let's I would like to just give an example. Let's say we want to go somewhere on outing, okay, on vacations. So we carry all the things, whatever necessary with us. Then some things we plan that this may happen over there, we may need this thing, okay, means we just try to guess the different things which may be required over there. That is not clearly in front of us, but we expect that thing. So similarly, when we are working in the formal education, we also have to just go through the some hidden things over there, so that which other things may impact on our formal way of education. So definitely, if we will have a very deep vision and missions, in depth study of the things, then we can overcome that thing also.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for the question, ma'am. I'll go to Ajibed Victor. Ajibed Victor, if you can unmute yourself. Ajibed Victor. Yeah, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Say your question.
Yes, my question is that if a traditional medicine has usage, can it still be referred to as traditional medicine? Hello?
Yes, sir. Your voice is little cracking, sir. You repeat your
Okay,
question. Let's.
My question is that if traditional medicine has a dosage,
Yeah, it's not clear to me. If you can write in the chat box, we'll take up from there. Yeah, please write in the chat box. Let me take next question. Then I'll get back to your question. Please write in chat box. We'll come back to you soon. Shrumali Arvi, please, you can unmute yourself. Till sir is writing the question. Shrumali Arvi. Shurmili Arvi, if you're there, please unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Your question, please. To which resource
So
person?
my question is to Sonia, ma'am. So we have heard a lot about disparities and all. May I know if there is disparity still existing in case of healthcare industry? If you could answer, that would be a very grateful insight for me, ma'am.
Would you please repeat your questions? Healthcare, can you just little bit elaborate? What is your question?
Are there any disparities still existing in the healthcare industries, ma'am? Like it is a very traditional belief that people are discriminated in case of accessing the resources from the healthcare sector. But are there these disparities still existing in today's world?
Healthcare, so what can you give any kind of example where you feel so that that was a particular?
Yes, ma'am. In case of gender, racism, in case of Americans and all,
Okay,
or
so
based on the economic status.
You're talking about races, disparities on the basis of races?
Yes, ma'am. Not entirely based on races. There are several factors like economy of the person, or it could be the location of a person. So are they still existing in this modern world?
Definitely. As already I have stated during my presentation also, that things are changing, but we cannot say that totally it has changed. Even in the developed country also, there is a kind of, exploitation is going on, some kind of discrimination is going on. So what we can think about underdeveloping countries or undeveloped countries. So still these things are going on. But if we can see that after 50, 30, 10, or let's see with the advancement, these changes will be, but we cannot see that completely it can be removed, because completely removedness will not be the part. I according to my perceptions, it may fade up, but not completely it can be removed. And definitely this type of things are existing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll go to Dr. Satya Bhama. Please unmute yourself. Dr. Satya Bhama. Ajibed Victor, we are waiting for your question in the chat box.
I would like to add some points, ma'am. I don't have any questions. Because in gender disparity and gender empowerment, in practical, when we are coming to interact with the community, women's, the policies, they have given some rights for Panchayat Raj elections. They come up with some to take part in the political empowerment. But in practical, when we are going and organizing such kind of program, they don't come forward to take that position. Usually their husbands or their father, they come up their position in place of her. So the women empowerment, I think that every himself, herself, they should come forward, take all the struggle to come out, all the inhibitions they have to break that. Then only women empowerment, everyone can realize that. Through outside, we can't give any empowerment. It's my humble opinion because of my fieldwork experience. Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful sharing, ma'am. Thank you. Dr. Sangeeta Tomar, please unmute yourself for your question. Dr. Sangeeta Tomar.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
My question is for Dr. N. Lavanya, ma'am. Ma'am, I was suffering from 10 days back. I was suffering from nausea and cough. I took clove 8 to 10 pieces in a day, and I feel cured. But people said to me that it is not good for your health in such amount of 8 to 10 pieces in a day. So how much they are right or wrong? Should I take it for the next time or less in amount? So please suggest for this.
Ma'am, as per the guidelines from the CCIM, that is the Council for the Traditional Medicine, they are giving in the decoction amount or a soup amount or anything. They have to suggest in everything, Ayurveda or Unani or homeopathy. But in home remedies, we have to take. But you have to take continuously gloves. It gives a mouth pain or a mouth ulcer. That's why somebody is sitting to don't take that alone. That is the reason. But we are not, if we are curing from the clothes means we didn't take that. Okay, so there is no harm to your strength, and also it is increase your stomach digestion also, because my background is from the physician side, so I know very clearly clothes is not side effect. They are giving in the additional support to your health only. Okay, there is no problem to take your clothes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, but we need to add up here, like according to the weather, we have to take these spices also. Because, we are taking, let's say, dry fruits. If we are taking it's winter, it is fine. But if it's summer, we need to take care. So we need to have the knowledge of that also. Taking so many cloves, what was her question? We need to check the weather also, body temperature also. All things are important. No, Dr. Lavanya, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. I will take care of this. Thank you.
Mohammed Jibrin, do you want to ask any question? Your hand is again raised. Mohammed Jibrin. Okay, I'll go to Ogunwale Oluwatoyin. Ogunwale Oluwatoyin, please unmute yourself. Yeah, great.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm from Nigeria.
Good afternoon.
I really appreciate, I enjoyed the presentation so far. And I want to add this. In Nigeria, the type of food we eat is different from the food you people eat in your country. So traditional medicine, we always encourage you use right dosage because of our organs in our body. Yes. It depends on your community, the type your body make up. So we have to teach ourselves on the usage of the right the medicine we are to put into our body. So if there is going to be an avenue by which they can take those herbs to the lab for them to know the composition of the herbs they are going to prescribe to people. I think it can be a better way to avoid negative side effects. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Dr. Lavanya, it's a wonderful suggestion by Ogunwale.
Yes, ma'am.
Do
Yes.
we have any sites from where, before taking all these things, we can understand, we can get the knowledge of taking that specific traditional medicine? Do we have any that kind of prescribed site by any of the association or community?
Yes, ma'am. In our India, we have the Council of Indian Medicine, CCIM. And also every countries, they have their own organizations. From their side, the certified practitioners only given the medicines. We have to go to and approach them. After that, we get that dosages. Everything they have to written in the composition also. How much amount you have to take, and it is taken in the PD, that means 2 times or 3 times, whatever that. All the things should be prescribed only by the certified practitioners, not for the what we call it, the traditional practitioner. Not we get from that persons. You have to get from the certified practitioners alone.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. That was very important. I just saw Dr. Missed. I just saw his name. Dr. Fasaina was there. I just saw his hand raised, but now I can't see him. Dr. Fasaina, you was there? Okay, I'll go to Ashwini Kumar. Ashwini Kumar, please unmute yourself. We'll go to Kirutika. We have only 5 minutes more, so I'll take quick questions, please. Kritika, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Dr. Fasania is there. Yes, Ayodele, you can unmute. I saw your name before also. Dr. Fasania, yeah.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Wonderful to see you once again.
Thank you very much. I think what I just want to say is that I don't think there is anything wrong in taking this traditional medicine because if you look at it, some of these herbs, some of this material that they normally use to produce these medical local medicines are also what the European people or the Western people also gather, they use. And sometimes some of this medical, traditional medicine work even faster than this Western one. So I think the two can be taken just as the first, the person that spoke said, we just have to maintain the dose. Just have to maintain the dose because there's something that you cannot, like in our Nigeria here, he said the kind of food we eat is different from the kind of food you people eat there. So there's some medicine, there's some traditional medicine that can at least help us if we take the actual dose of it. I think that is my own contribution. I want to actually appreciate this lecture and this conference that have been going on all this while. We have been enjoying it. Kudos to your effort.
Thank you, Dr. Fasania. You are a regular participant, and I really appreciate the suggestion you gave over here. Thank you so much. I'll take the last question. If this participant is still here, that is Alaji Bura Mustafa. Yeah, please unmute. Krishna, I'll be taking yours also because you are here from the beginning. I saw that. Let me first take Alaji Bura. Please ask your question, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
I'm Alaji Bura Mustafa from Nigeria. I'm from Yobe State. My question is on the gender violence. So what are the possible, or do you have any risk mitigation toward these sexual violences?
Dr. Sonia, this question is for you.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Alhaji Bura, please repeat your question.
I said, what are the possible risk mitigation plans toward these sexual violence?
Sexual violence?
Yes,
You're
yes, risk
talking about-
mitigation.
Okay.
Yes, the risk risk mitigation towards sexual violence.
Okay, okay. Just we want to know that what are the suggestive steps to stop the sexual violence. If I'm getting your point, okay. Let's see. Alija Bura, it varies from country to country, no doubt. If you will just go to the UN or UNESCO, they have set the parameters to how to stop the sexual violence at the different part of the countries, to make some sexual harassment cells also, counseling sessions also. Then legal acts are there being implemented at the different educational institutions to stop this thing. Complaint file system is there. So these are the things at the workplace also, and similarly at the domestic also. So some provisions are there. So if a child is getting some kind of sexual violence, so they can file the case. So different laws are there, different policies are there. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ma. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Christina, you were there. Please ask your question. Unmute yourself. Christina, yes, unmute yourself, please. We are not hearing you. You need, yeah, now we can hear you, please.
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm
Yes.
Christiana from Nigeria. I really appreciate the presenters. So the second presenter is actually provoked my interest on gender biasness when it comes to curriculum. But my first question goes to the first speaker on the traditional medicine. In Nigeria, we have a lot of traditional medical practitioners. But the problem is that one particular medicine in Nigeria, a promoter will talk about 1001 sickness that one particular drug can be used on. So how do we regulate such? Or how do we checkmate that in order for it to be effective? Because actually, like today, this morning, I watched a video on somebody trying to present some leaves and herbs that can be used to control BP, which is what we use in our regular food. We eat it on our regular food, but the awareness is not there. But in the case of those that are practicing this medicine, they don't have regulation in terms of a particular drug. They will mention 1001 sickness it will be used for. And at the end of the day, you are confused of what you are going to use it for. So in that case, it makes it so scary to some of us, even going to go for such drugs. So I don't know if there's a way that can be checkmate. Let's have a regulation that will actually tell the promoters on how to actually advertise their products in order for it to be something that every other person can actually buy into. Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Lavanya.
I hope my question is clear.
Yes, ma'am. In our Tamil literature, we said it is a food is a medicine. We have to take a regular food. It is avoid apple a day. We have to remove your doctor away. We said doctor away, right? You have to take your food, and also you have the proper knowledge in the perfect herb also. If you have the what is the merits and what is your demerits in the herb, you have to take. From the ancient times, in traditionally in our parents or grandparents, we get that knowledge. Suppose otherwise we get the knowledge from our experience also. But generally we talk about the regulations means every countries we are having the control, that is a drug control officers also, drug control council also. In this control council, they have to approve the perfect drugs for the traditional medicine also, right? Otherwise we want to use that. Okay, so you have to use that drug is a registered one and recognized one. Whether it is a recognized one means you have to take it. Okay, it is from only the drug control council only. Is it okay, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Still there are hands raised, but it is time, so I need to close. I'm so sorry, I won't be able to take more questions. But thanks to both the resource person. It was really wonderful hearing you both.
Thank you,
You have
ma'am.
really given great wisdom to all of us, all the participants who
You
are
did
here.
contribute to my question when I was asking.
Krishna, you need to unmute, mute yourself now. Thank you so much. So I want to close this on the motto of sustainable development. Leave no one behind is the motto of sustainable development goals. It is also the guiding principle for our work towards an inclusive society, is a global and comprehensive framework of action for development and against poverty, inequality, and climate change. Krishna, I want to answer your question, what I have understood. You saw a video in the morning. There some food was taken over there, where with which you were able to reduce the BP. This is how to demonstrate that to everyone. I think YouTube is a one big channel for all of us. If we are experiencing something and it is a practical experience, we must share over there so that other people can be benefited from there. But it should be actual experience knowledge. Nothing like I have heard from somebody and I'm experiencing over there, sharing over there. It should be, hand-on practice. Then only we should share. I must say thanks to ICERT, the great platform for each one of us, where we meet each other, we learn from each other. So many great questions are asked. Depth is so much there, and we get to, analyze and synthesize so much from there in our really daily life. Thank you so much for all the participants. I really want to thank the chairman of ICERT, Sandeep Singamar sir, Dr. Sandeep sir, Secretary Dr. Sandeep Sehak, core committee, all the members who are really working at the backhand day and night for all of us, for our improvement, for our transformation. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, thank you to all the resource person and the great moderator of the day, Dr. Dilpreet. So she'll be giving vote of thanks to each one of us. Thank you so much, Dilpreet. It was wonderful interaction by each one globally who is present over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Quite inspiring. Thank you.
Hello. I'll request everyone, Sandeep Yadavji,
Thank you very much for these wonderful presentations you made.
Thank you, everyone.
I want to say something. I want to say something, please, everyone. It's a humble request, everyone. Please mute yourself. I know today we all are very excited. Let's wait for formal vote of thanks by Dilpreet. Then we will unmute everyone and we will give 5 minutes to everyone to interact with each other. Dilpreet, final vote of thanks.
So much. I would like to conclude today's international seminar with these beautiful lines. We will always have STEM with us. Some things will drop out of the public eye and will go away, but there will always be science, engineering, and technology. And I didn't succumb to the stereotype that science wasn't for girls. Katherine Johnson, Marie Curie, Rosalind Franklin, Helen Vaughan, Kalpana Chawla. These are some strong scientific women that have changed the world history. And you all will agree with me that women tend to be more intuitive and more imaginative than men. And I think that justifies that we need more of women scientists now. So girls, women, nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. So be passionate, be enthusiastic, be curious, but most importantly, be there because your country needs you. I would like to thank Dr. N. Lavanya and Dr. Sonia Sharma, our resource persons of today, who have truly enlightened us about traditional medicine and women empowerment in curriculum. I would like to thank ICRT for giving such a wonderful platform where we can exchange such powerful ideas. I would like to thank Dr. S.K. Singhmar, Chairman ICRT, who is the true visionary. Dr. Sandeep Sihag, Secretary ICRT, the real pillar and backbone of ICRT. And Dr. Navneet Kaur ma'am, the heart and soul of ICRT. I would also like to thank Dr. Saima ma'am, Dr. Simran ma'am, without whom this event would not have been possible. So big thank you to everyone and all, and especially our participants. Such an active participants you are. You have been a wonderful part of this international seminar, and thank you for making it so interactive and so successful. Thank you, everybody.
Dilpreet, I'll request Team ICRT, because this is the global family of ICRT. Everyone can unmute, and if anybody want to say anything, we all are there. And please switch on your video. I always say, lastly, we should see each other, and then we should say bye to each other.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Bye,
Everyone,
everybody.
thank you
To
very
see
much.
you all across the country. I can see Mohammed Simran, I can see Ajay Kumar, Alajipura, Bhavangida. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see you
Thank you
next
very
Bye.
much.
on 8.
Zakia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to both the resource specialists.
So
Thanks
much.
to the mission person of ICRT who's working for us till now. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Sonia
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You're very close to me. Please do visit in Ludhiana. Thank you, Dr. Lavanya. It was great listening to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All the participants, still we are 273. We were around 500, but still we are 273. That's a big success for all of us. You can write, even mail to ICRT about your feedbacks, any suggestions you want to add up. You're most welcome. You're part of ICRT. Thank you so much. With this note, I'm going to close. Somebody has raised hand. Yes, you want to still say something, Dr. Ajay? You want to say something? Dr. Ajay, Kavita Chaudhary, your hands are raised. If you want to say something, you can unmute and say. It's just, yes, Muhammad Jaja, you were saying something? You're saying something, but your voice is not clear. Yeah, I can hear it some very little voice of yours.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Namaste to all. On this note, we close today's webinar. Thanks to all the global participants. God bless you all. Enjoy your day, enjoy your afternoon, enjoy your evening, and give best to the world around you. Trust me, what you are giving to others is coming back to you. So when we talk about sustainable development, it starts from us. We talk about empowerment, it starts from us. So give happiness to everyone around you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Shabbat khair.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you.
Joyce, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.